We are now going to move on to footwork, moving energy through the feet, starting with the left big toe and moving on to the next one, the next one, and the next one. And then eventually bouncing energy through the feet, which will lead to up the legs, which will lead to into the root, which will lead to opening up the energy centers manually, which will lead to Kundalini spiking and astral projection and many other things. Now, it's not the sexiest practice, but it is arguably the most important one. Gurus and ancient lineages from the past put a lot of emphasis on the feet. Like, the understudy would wash the master's feet. It was like a privilege. And this had a lot of reasons to it. But what I think is that it is because of the manual practice of bringing energy up the legs into the root. And after you've cleared out the spine and the other energy centers, you pump it, which creates a spike that goes to the brain, which creates many extra physical sensations, as well as an occasional astral projection. But that is not the only way to do it. But footwork is extremely important, and if you have somebody with you at home, you can have them use a paintbrush and stimulate the area that you're going to recreate with your feelings. And then once you both practice footwork together and open up the energy pores in the feet, you can lay on the ground foot to foot, and you can practice at the same time. It's extremely powerful. Again, this is not the sexiest practice, but it's extremely important, and I advise you to take it seriously. We'll start at the big toe on the left foot, and we'll move on and on and on. So, good luck, and let me know if you have any questions. We are now going to transition into the left long toe. I am not going to stop the video each time. I'm going to try to transition as smoothly as possible, and there's no need for me to speak with each transition. But if you have somebody with you, stimulate the long toe now, or you can do it yourself. You can sit up, stimulate it with a brushing of some sort or a scratching, recreate it with your feelings. Lay down or lay back or sit back and recreate it, and then you'll move on to the middle toe, and then the ring toe, I suppose you call it, and the pinky toe. And some will be more difficult than others, so if it takes you a while to feel one toe over another, then just work on it longer. As simple as that. This is why each module is practiced for a week, because you have to get the real sensation. Like, you have to feel like a pulsing, and it'll come with practice. So continue on, and I won't check in again. At this point, if you are having trouble with any particular toe, you should probably go back to it. Or if you think you need to stimulate all the toes individually again, you should go back to the beginning. So we are moving on to all 5 toes at once, which is a very important practice because you're essentially putting your awareness in 5 different places at once. Very important, very simple after you practice it for a little while, and you move on to bigger and better things, knowing how to do these little practices. So again, take it seriously, and we'll keep on going. We are now going to move through the whole of the foot. It's great that you've made it this far, and this is a very important exercise as well. And instead of stopping at the base of the toes and going back up, you're going to move through the whole of the foot to the heel, then back up, feeling it all the way, every inch, back up to the tips of the toes. Now, again, this is a good time to use a paintbrush, a wide one for stimulation. Just brush down, brush up, brush down, brush up. Take it away, recreate the sensation. It's very, congratulations for getting this far.